Tom Cruise just did something no one expected. After 40 years of iconic roles, he finally held an Oscar in his hands. And what he said on that stage left the entire room silent. Let's watch the moment that moved Hollywood.
Tom Cruise has received his first Oscar. On November 16th, the Hollywood icon accepted an honorary Oscar during the star-studded 2025 Governors Awards. The Mission Impossible star began his speech by acknowledging his fellow honorees, Debbie Allen, Wynn Thomas, and Dolly Parton.
You are a landmark production designer whose work defined the look, the feeling of films that have shaped American culture and elevated the craft for all of us. And you're an inspiration. Thank you. Dolly Parton, an American, original, legendary singer, songwriter, actress, storyteller, and humanitarian. And your performances, your songs, your work, your soul, you're a part of the very fabric of all of our lives. Debbie Allen, queen. You're a queen. And your impact on our industry and this world it's profound, what you've done. And you are more than a dancer, you are more than an actor, a choreographer, a director, a producer. You are a once-in-a-lifetime force of kindness and artistic expression.
Cruise went on to recall how he fell in love with cinema as a child and how it inspired him.
When I was this little kid in this darkened theater, and I remember that beam of light, it just cut across the room, and I remember looking up, and it seemed to me that it just exploded on the screen. And suddenly the world was so much larger than the one that I knew. Entire cultures and lives and landscapes, and all of it was just unfolding in front of me. And it sparked something in me. It sparked a hunger for adventure, a hunger for knowledge, a hunger to understand humanity, to create characters, to tell a story, to see the world. And it opened my eyes. It opened my imagination to the possibility that life could expand far beyond the boundaries that I then perceived in my own life. And that beam of light opened a desire in me. It opened the world to me. And I have been following it ever since.
Afterwards, the actor told the audience that making films is, quote, who I am, as he noted how movies also show him, quote, our shared humanity.
I remember being a little kid, I worked every job I could to earn the price of admission. When I didn't have enough, I just figured out a damn other way to get in that theater, So cinema, it takes me around the world. And it helps me to appreciate and respect differences. It shows me also our shared humanity, how alike we are in so many ways. And no matter where we come from, in that theater, we laugh together, we feel together, we hope together, we dream together. And that is the power of this art form. And that is why it matters. That is why it matters to me. So, making films is not what I do, it is who I am.
Towards the end of his acceptance speech, Cruise recognized audience members he had previously worked with after sharing how much he's learned from the, quote, extraordinary people he's collaborated with.
If you worked with me, would you mind standing up right now? Do me a favor. Would you all stand up for a second, please? Kevin, Houvain, get up, guys, come on. All of you, the studios, everybody, please. All of you. Please. All of you. I want to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because I want you to know, and please know, that I carry you with me, each of you, and you are part of every frame of every film I have ever made or ever will make. And I want you to know that I will always do everything I can to help this art form, to support and champion new voices, to protect what makes cinema powerful, and hopefully without too many more broken bones. That would be nice.
Tom Cruise's speech tonight wasn't just emotional. It was a reminder of why he became one of the most respected names in cinema. Instead of talking about himself, he used this moment to celebrate everyone who helped shape his journey: fellow artists, designers, directors, even the people who stood behind the camera with him over the years. When Tom talked about sitting in a dark theater as a child, watching that single beam of light hit the screen, you could feel how deeply he still loves movies. That wasn't an actor speaking. That was someone who has dedicated his entire life to storytelling. And the way he asked every person he ever worked with to stand, that wasn't for show. That was respect. That was gratitude. In a time when Hollywood often feels divided, Tom Cruise reminded everyone why cinema matters, how it brings people together, how it makes us dream bigger, and how it shows us our shared humanity. Whether you love him for Mission Impossible, Top Gun, or the classics, tonight proved one thing: Tom Cruise isn't just a movie star, he's a filmmaker at heart. And this honorary Oscar, he earned it. What did you think of his speech? Did it give you chills too? Tell me in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Hollywood updates.